Hi, this is John from Chicago, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm bringing you the EA65 quadcopter from Eachine. This model has just come out about a month ago. I've had it in mine for probably 2-3 weeks, and I've been really liking it. Normally what I do is I will go into do my thrust test, the range test, the indoor and outdoor speed test, and then get to the summary. But I think I want to jump right to the summary and just say that this is a great quad. It's a good, I consider it as an upgrade to the Mobula 6. The Mobula 6 has two speeds, or two motor speeds. They have the 19K kV and the 25,000 kV motors. This one here, like Beta FPV, it's right between the two at 22,000 kV. I think it's a sweet spot. Some things that this new model gives you, it has just a little bit less thrust than the 25,000 kV models of the M6. The M6 has, I think it's 94 grams of thrust, where this one has 89 grams of thrust. So it's 5 grams less of thrust, about 5%. But over the M6 with the 19,000 K motors, 19,000 K motors only had 74. So it's a full 15 grams more than the 19,000. And this has similar flight times to the 19,000. The flight times will be 2.5 minutes to 3 minutes, where the 25,000 kV motors only have about 2 minutes of thrust. So it's giving you a lot more flight time. With the 19,000 kV motors, you're getting 2.5, maybe up to 3 minutes. So it's similar, but it's you're getting less thrust than the Mobula 6. Your power is just a little less, and your flight times are quite a bit more. Some other things you're getting on this new model is it doesn't have as much jello. They took the canopy and they have 4 bolts in it holding it down versus the 3 bolts, which holds it a lot more secure. I think the camera, the Ant, it's the CADX Ant Lite, weighs a little bit more. It weighs 1.5 grams versus the Runcam Nano 3 on the Mobula 6 weighs 1.2 grams. So you're gaining 0.3 of a gram on the camera, but it's a better camera. It's clear, it's adjustable, so I think it's just a better system. It's an upgrade. Other things that they upgraded is the flight control board, the all-in-one. It has the what they call it, the Crazy Bee X. It can do both 2S and 1S. This, of course, is only 1S on this model. But what it does, it has a better VTX, I think, in it, and a little bit better, and a better SPI receiver. I could get 280 to 300 meters of range, where in the Mobula 6 I was only getting around 260 meters of range. So you're getting at least a 20-meter increase in range. So with that, I think it's a worthwhile update. Oh, just on price, I paid $105 for mine. It comes with a nice case. It comes with a 6-place charger. It also, which they haven't in models in the past, they've also thrown in a power supply for the charger, so you don't need to use a battery or a laptop. Of course, it comes with 4 spare props, a screwdriver, some instructions, and it comes with a board to adjust your camera. That's about $10 more than what the Mobula 6 is, but it's coming with a lot of extras. It also has 4 batteries it comes with. Speaking of the batteries, that's one of the ways it gets a little bit more power, is instead of using the PH2 connector, it's using the Eachine connector, which it's rated at 9 amps of power versus 5 amps of power for the Mobula 6. So it could get the power supply to the motors a little bit more efficiently. I think that some of the people, when you start off with these new connectors, they don't like them. It's harder to plug them in and take them apart. And a lot of people pull on the battery instead of the plug, and they rip the battery cable out of the battery. So you have to pull on the connector, not the battery itself, when you take these apart. And I think they loosen up after a week or a couple days of using, and you get more used to plugging them in. So it's a learning curve there. The other thing about using a new connector is your spare batteries. You're going to have to buy some more. The best bet is to buy them through Amazon. It doesn't look like they do a surcharge like they do with the BT connection from Beta FPV. Those always add about $1 more per battery, where these here, they're going for about the same price. Okay, AE65 1S thrust test, second try. 60, 62. We are now doing the range test, and I'm using for radio, I'm using the X-Lite. It's in D8 mode, and I have, for the goggles, for the VTX, my goggles are the Sky Zone 030s, and I got a rapid fire receivers on it. Right now we're at 165 yards or meters, and we're going into the park. Right now it's 200 meters, and we're still getting pretty good RSSI. I'm down to 42, 30%. It drops at 24. We're coming up to third base there, and it falls at about 280 meters right at the home plate. Now we're doing a speed test indoors. This track here, I'm averaging 9 seconds per lap for 3 consecutive laps, which is quite good. Before, my fastest time, I believe, was 10 seconds for the Mobula 6. So 9 seconds is a good time. Now we're going outside and doing the shorter track. This is around the playground. It's 500 meters long, and I'm averaging 11.3 seconds per lap for 3 consecutive laps again. The quad handle's really great. I'm running at about 65% to maybe 75% throttle, so I could probably pushed it a little bit faster. I didn't have many times to try this outside because it's been quite windy and cold. But this is a pretty good run. It's just as fast as what the Mobula 6 is. Now I'm doing the larger outdoor track around the whole playground. Most of my tiny whoops, I don't run the larger track, but it was a nice day, so I thought I'd do some laps here, and I'm averaging 20.3 seconds per lap, again, for 3 different laps. For pros and cons, for pros, the AE65 has long flight times, 2.5 to 3 minutes. It also has lots of thrusts at 89 grams, which is 15 more grams than the 19K M Mobula 6, and it's 5 grams less than the 25K Mobula 6. It has the best camera of all the tiny whoops, and there's no jello. And it is fairly light at 21 grams. It's lighter than most of the other tiny whoops. The only one lighter is the Mobula 6, which weighs 20 grams, 1 gram lighter. And the new ET200 battery connector has less resistance, so it's more efficient and increases power. For cons, the new ET2.0 battery connector is hard to use, and you need to buy new batteries. You can't use your old batteries that use the PH2 connectors. So overall, I recommend that this is a good tiny whoop to buy, and if you get your hands on one and you're serious about racing, I think it would be a good one to get. If you have any questions or comments, please let me leave those below. And this is John from Chicago, and thanks for watching.